Chapter 16. I backed toward the door and bumped into Emily and Kyle, who had followed me inside. He's here, I stammered. He's laughing. Another high, shrill laugh. That sounds like a baby, Emily whispered, clinging close to me. Or an animal. I heard loud whoops of laughter, shrill chattering. Keeping close together, we followed a beam of pale sunlight across the floor into the living room. As my eyes adjusted to the brighter light, I saw a room full of old-fashioned looking furniture. Stiff-backed, wooden chairs, a cluttered desk, a battered piano, heavy, dark drapes over the windows, a silver ball resting on a small table. More laughter. I turned and saw where it came from. A monkey. A little brown monkey, hopping up and down excitedly in a brass cage, chattering non-stop. He's so cute, Emily cooed, stepping up to the cage. The monkey stopped its shrill chattering and tilted his head, staring out at her. Do you think it's a pet? Cal asked, eyeing it warily. Or do you think it used to be a person, and Zara would turn him into a monkey? He has always been a monkey, a high, scratchy voice called from behind us. Recognizing Mrs. Arwood's voice, I spun into the doorway. He stood squinting at us with those cold, round eyes. His gnarly, slicked-down white hair stood up in clumps around his head. I could see striped pajamas beneath his silky maroon robe. Mrs. Arwood, I started. What are you doing here? He demanded angrily. What time is it? Why did you wake me up? Or did you think the house was empty? No, I stammered. We wanted to see you. Well, you're seeing me, he cried. Do you normally break into people's houses to see them? No, the door swung open, I replied. We didn't break in, Cal added, trying to help me. We rang the bell several times. It's true, Emily added. Mrs. Arwood rubbed his chin. Then he straightened his mustache, still scowling at us. I think I know why you came, he said finally. Yeah, I choked out. I reached into my back pocket and pulled out the box of cards. Here, I said, holding them out to him in a trembling hand. His blue eyes flashed. So you did steal them, he declared. Yes, I took them, I murmured, lowering my eyes to the floor. I'm sorry. And you played the game, he continued, crossing the cluttered room toward me. And you called up a dragon, and you nearly destroyed your entire block. I guess, I replied in a whisper. We didn't mean to. The cold eyes froze on me. You didn't mean to play the game? You didn't mean to steal my cards? He demanded, hovering over me. We didn't mean to wreck all the houses and cars, I choked out. We're really sorry, Cal added. Yes, we're truly sorry, Emily chimed in. Sorry doesn't cut it, Mrs. Arwood boomed. He grabbed the box of cards from my hand. Apologizing isn't enough, he said. What else can we do? I cried. I'm not a thief. I've never stolen anything before. I didn't know the cards were so powerful. It was all just a big mistake. Yes, the old wizard agreed, fingering his mustache again, his eyes still locked on mine. Yes, it was a big mistake. And now you know too much. I took a step away from him and bumped into a high-backed sofa. Know too much? What do you mean? I demanded shrilly. Emily and Kyle moved up beside me. Mrs. Arwood didn't answer my question. Instead, a strange smile played over his pale face. Keeping his eyes on us, he pulled the cards from the box. Since you like the cards so much, he said, his smile spreading, the thick mustache appearing to fly up like wings. Why not live the game? Huh? I gasped. But before I could ask what he meant, he swept his arm up and tossed the cards high in the air. Tossed them over Emily, Kyle, and me. They fluttered down over us, over our heads, our shoulders, fluttered silently down. And as the cards fell, Darkness came down with them. A deep, cold darkness I had never seen or felt before. The room faded behind it. Mrs. Arwood vanished. Emily and Kyle disappeared. I didn't move, but I felt myself falling into the dark, into the frigid cold, into stillness. And then an explosion of pain made me scream. Pain that shot up from my chest, from my arms, my legs. A burst of pain that made my head ring. My head. My head. I knew it was about to explode from the pain. My eyes popped out. My teeth flew out of my mouth. My brain shot out from my open, screaming mouth. I know this cold darkness, I thought. I know this chilling stillness. It's death.